Hi everyone, it's 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗖𝗓 here. I'm a quantum health coach and a stage 3 bowel cancer survivor. I help entrepreneurs to change their habits so they can create more energy, emotional balance, and professional fulfillment. Today I'm going to be talking about how I anchor myself in my why to change my entire life after my diagnosis, and how that helped me to create a professional life that I have today, which is full of energy, Hi everyone, it's 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗖𝗓 here. I am a stage 3 bowel cancer. Hi everyone, it's 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗖𝗓 here. I am a stage. Hi everyone, it's 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗖𝗓 here. I am a quantum health coach and a stage 3 bowel cancer survivor. And I help entrepreneurs to create different habits, physically and emotionally, so they can create more energy, emotional balance, and professional fulfillment. And today I'm going to be talking about how you can anchor your why when you're trying to change your physical and emotional habits to support your life professionally. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I was told that I had 70% chance of survival. And I'm not going to lie to you, that really anchored me in my why. I really wanted to live. My kids were only 6 and 4, and it was kind of really very easy and logical for me to fight for my life, because I wanted my kids to grow up with me, with her mom, right? The thought of leaving them, it was impossible for me to see that. So I started changing my habits and doing everything I could every single day to survive. You know, I changed my diet during chemo. I started exercise during chemo. I started doing yoga during chemo. I started meditating during chemo. All of those things, which were things that I did not do before my diagnosis. Those things were things that was always on the back of my mind before my diagnosis. I always used to think that I was too busy, life was too stressful, I couldn't focus on myself, I didn't have time to focus on myself. But all of a sudden, when I was holding on to my life by a thread, I realized that I needed to change these new habits. And because I had on the back of my mind that, you know, what if I die? What if I don't survive this? I did everything I could every single day. But as I started creating those different habits and changing one small habit after another, I started really anchoring myself in those new habits, and they became part of who I was. And all of a sudden things didn't become, you know, they were not as difficult for me. And, you know, it's almost like if you're riding a bike and you keep riding your bike, and, you know, you can ride faster, you can, you know, maybe do jumps and do some things, you know, different with your bike. So for me, everything that I was doing, it started coming up like as an automatic, you know, habit that I was doing each day. But since I've been working with entrepreneurs and people that are busy and overwhelmed and stressed out, and people that, you know, are always telling me, 𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗓𝗖𝗓, you know, I run a business, I have a family, I haven't got time for myself, I can't focus on my health. You know, I always think to myself, you know, what motivates this person? You know, what would make this person do the things that they know they need to do, that they know they need to do with urgency, in actual fact, because there is a lot of entrepreneurs on the verge of burnout. And they really understand, you know, the severity of their inaction, but why are they not doing it? And I see that, you know, there is an issue with people, you know, trying to think that, you know, oh, but maybe, you know, like if I, you know, do it, go on this strict diet or do something, or go on this strict exercise program, you know, I'm just gonna, you know, break myself into this habit, and I'm just gonna, you know, all of a sudden become this person that love exercise and that love health food or whatever. I really believe strongly, unless you really anchor yourself in your why, and the why needs to be so strong, it needs to be stronger than your obstacles, because the obstacles are going to happen, and they're going to be in front of you, and they're going to be in your face. And you need to anchor yourself so strongly in your why so you can overcome them. Now, whilst for some people a cancer diagnosis would have made them paralyzed and have made them really fearful and made them not do anything differently, for me was a fuel. And I'm not saying that one is right and the other is wrong. This is what happened to me, and I like speaking from my own experience. For me, it was a few. And today I was talking to a client this morning. For me, it was a few to sit in the reception room with people that were 20 years older than me, and their health was a mess. That they could barely get up out of their chairs when their names were called. For me, there was a few, because I looked at them and I thought to myself, I do not want to end up here again. I don't want to come back to this place again. I want to grow differently. I want to have full of energy. I want to create a different body. I want to create health, despite of going through chemotherapy right now. But for some people, sitting in that reception room created anxiety, and they could barely do that, right? I've spoken to lots of people that felt like that. So today I want you to think about, what's your why? And it's so easy to say like, I want better health, or I want to lose weight, or, I want to get rid of, whatever diagnosis that I have, or I want a six-pack, I want to, put a bikini on. If this is the why that you've been telling you over and over again, and this is the why that has been really not working for you, because as a result of that, you are actually not taking consistent action and you're getting the same results as you've been getting, that's definitely not the correct why for you. The correct why is the why that is going to move you. And you probably have, if you are an entrepreneur, an area of your life that is working well. And it could be, your physical health, but maybe not your emotional health. It could be your business, but your health it's not doing well. So when you think about it, what is the why that moves you in that area of your life that is going forward, that it's improving, that you are growing, that you feel confident in it? You have a much deeper why, and you can anchor yourself easily on that why when there is an obstacle in front of you. Most people, when it comes to health, the state of the health that we have in the world these days, just saying to ourselves, I want to lose weight, is just not enough. Putting bikini pictures in front of you might be enough for you to get started, but it's not going to be enough for you to keep going. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the obesity problem that we have these days. Okay? You need to find what's the real why that works, that's going to work for you in the area of your life that it's not working. For me, that first why was what anchored me. And I would drag myself every morning out of bed so I could go for a walk in my worst day, so I could prepare myself, a meal, a healthy meal, and be very conscious about what I was eating, and say no to the things that were not benefiting my body and not healing my body. For me, that why of surviving for my kids, it was enough for me to stop those negative thoughts that would come to my mind, and change my action in that moment and go and do a meditation or yoga, whatever I chose to do back then. But I want to ask you, what is your why? What is deeply rooted inside you? Why do you want to change? Why do you want to take ownership of your health? Why do you want to regain control of your life? Why do you want to change your life? What is it going to be enough for you to get you going and keep you in the road of change and growth, even though you're going to face obstacles? Once you really start going deep and understanding your true why, and it could be as simple as I just want to feel safe, or I just want to create a different life for my kids, because my parents were sick my whole life, or my parents died when I was young, or I saw my parents suffering, with cancer. Like today I had a session with a client. He said, saw my father, for 6 months suffering pain because he had bone cancer. I don't want to go through that. I don't want my kids to see me in that state. Whatever is your why, you need to think about something that it's really going to anchor you, and only you going to know the answer to this question. Only you can connect to this real, deep feeling of why you want to change and why you are ready to do whatever it takes for you to achieve your goal. Because when it comes to physical habits, when it comes to emotional habits, there is an enormous of obstacles out there. The foods that are sold to us in the supermarket, all the parties that we go with, all the, treats that are not benefiting our bodies. The emotional stress that we face every single day when we flick our social media on, or the news, or everything that people talk about around us. Unless you start anchoring yourself deeply in this why, it's going to be difficult for you to keep moving forward consistently with your habit changes. So today I ask you what it is your why, and I would love to know in the comments below what it is your why. When I started in my journey of healing, my first why was my kids. But as I developed the relationship with myself, and as I kept trusting the process and sitting with myself every single day, doing and being and practicing what was necessary and needed for my healing, I started developing my relationship, and my why became a lot bigger than that. My why became, I wanted to do it for me, for the life that I still want to create, for the life that I still want to live. I wanted to create for me because I'm worthy. I want to create it for me because I am enough. So this is my why up to this date, 4 years on. This is my why that gets me out of bed, that gets me here making this video, that gets me helping my clients, and doing and practicing everything I still do every single day for my body, for my mind, and for my soul. So today I ask you, what is your why? Guys, thank you so much for being here. Share this video with somebody that you believe that needs to hear this message. Subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on the next video. And if you feel like you're in the place, you're an entrepreneur, and you're filled with overwhelm and stress, and you're lost and disconnected and unfulfilled, there is a link below that you can book a call with myself so we can have a chat to see if I can help you change your physical and emotional habits so you can start creating the life that you want now. Thank you so much, guys, and I'll